Welcome to the Spiritual Unity Radio Network, a station dedicated to the concept that all manifestations of the divine are equally valid. Join Reverend Terry Power HP, Robin McKean, and all the hosts for programming covering a wide range of spiritual topics, right here on Blog Talk Radio.
Enter the realm of living myth. Voice of Olympus, hosted by Hercules Invictus and Athena Victory, celebrates the mythic impulses of ancient Greece and Rome, and they invite you to celebrate with them. Welcome to Voice of Olympus.
Greetings and welcome to Voice of Olympus. This is Hercules, your host, and tonight is the last Monday of the month, and therefore we're having our Argonaut Round Table. And our featured Argonauts this week are Michael and Dianne Dunkin of the Urantia Book Society and the Sixth Revelation. Greetings and salutations, Michael and Dianne.
Greetings, Hercules, and greetings to all of our other interfaith Argonauts that might be listening. And we have some friends from our Urantia book community that will be listening in as well. So thank you so much, Hercules, for this opportunity.
Oh yes, we appreciate your generosity so very much. Thank you.
And I appreciate all that you bring to the show and to our audience. I'm very excited about today's show because we actually have a revelation unfolding here. And I have been learning more and more about the Urantia book since we started interacting. So I'm very excited by what you have to say tonight. So without my interfering, I will give the baton to you, and please share the revelation with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Hercules.
Okay, well, first I just wanted to mention that I'm an interfaith minister, and I'm so happy to be on on this interfaith program. I'm a past education chair and president of UBLA, which is the Urantia Book Los Angeles Society for the Urantia Book. I have a music degree from UC Irvine out here in California. I'm a school teacher and I'm a singer in church. And Dianne is...
Yes. I have been on the board of UBLA, which is Urantia Book Los Angeles, for 4 years, and having a delightful time with them. And my school teaching is not now. I still have children at home, and so I'm totally participating in that right now. But I am an artist, and I am a singer, and I was a professional singer for many years, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. And it was in February that we were on the program here on Voice of Olympus, where we announced the second coming of Christ. And thank you for that opportunity. And as we mentioned during that particular broadcast, we had described an encounter that Dianne had with the local universe father and local universe mother on December 19th, 2013. After the encounter, a year or so later, during August 2nd, 2015, Dianne had a meditation where she visualized the local universe father and mother out by our pool, and they came around to the front door to inspect our home. And then after that, on August 2nd, 2015, our team meetings began, where we meet with the local universe father and the local universe mother, and sometimes the infinite mother spirit in our home. And they have since through our meetings have helped us to understand what this 10-year plan is that the father and mother are introducing to the world, sponsored by the Infinite Mother Spirit. And this 10-year plan is in conjunction with a magisterial mission. And in the Urantia book, if you read about the magisterial missions, they're paradise sons who come to Earth to help ascenders during certain periods of time. The 10-year plan and magisterial mission began, which we have announced to many in our Urantia book community, began last Monday on March 20th, 2017. Now, there is a 10-year plan, is the first 10 years of the magisterial mission, which will last for 50 years. The 10-year plan, as I said, began on Monday, March 20th, 2017. During this 10 years, these next 10 years, up until 2027, the father and the mother, the local universe father and local universe mother, are closer to the earth and focusing their attention on the earth in a closer way than ever before. They want us to love them and appreciate them more, and they want everyone on earth to build a closer relationship with them. So they're asking, very simply, I believe, they're asking morning, noon, and night that everyone thank the Father, the local universe Father, for their life and the life of their loved ones and friends and colleagues. And then also, morning, noon, and night, thank the local universe Mother for the blessings and the gifts that we receive, especially from her, but also from both. Now, they have told us in the team meetings that they will continue to be close to us throughout our lives and possibly throughout eternity if we build a closer relationship with them. And this is even after the 10-year plan and the 50-year magisterial mission terminates or ends. Now, the first 3 years of the 10-year plan involves praying for world peace every night also. The Father has asked us to have everyone pray for world peace, hopefully every night. But as we've announced on your show, and you were so gracious to have us give us the opportunity to do this, we announce every month worldwide prayer circles for world peace. Now, the next World Peace Prayer Circle will be on April 10th at 9 p.m.
And that's Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, that's Pacific time, right, Pacific Standard Time, April 10th at 9 p.m. And this fits in perfectly with the roundtable discussion that we'll have at the the latter part of this show.
Yes.
Yeah. So for the 10-year plan, the Father and the Mother, sponsored by the Infinite Mother Spirit, want to win as many souls as possible at this time. Now, as I mentioned, the magisterial mission is in conjunction with this 10-year plan. The 10-year plan is the first 10 years of the 50-year magisterial mission, which also began, this magisterial mission also began on March 20th, 2017. It will last for 50 years, as I mentioned, 2017 to 2067. There are 5 10-year increments. Each 10 years are broken up into 3 parts, or periods of time. So this 10-year plan, the first 3-year part is for praying for world peace, as I mentioned. The 10-year plan is the first increment, and the second 3-year increment in the first 10 years. The magisterial, the next 3 years, so in 3 years' time, or 4 years' time, the magisterial son will come with the local universe father. We're not sure whether it's during a team meeting or an impromptu visit or whatever, because they do visit us in different ways, to tell us the information or the next message for the next 3 years. So now, just a little background on the magisterial son.
Yes, I just wanted to mention that Michael and I have been searching for Maitreya, and that is his name, Maitreya, for decades. I know many years ago my parents were going to lectures in Colorado Springs to see Elizabeth and Mark Prophet do their lectures and their talks, and I was very young, but I learned from them, and then later going to Elizabeth Clare's lectures and bringing my family and friends, that she would tell us that Maitreya was actually ready to come, and this was in a dictation on November 21st, 1976, and that he was ready and that he was saying he was coming. This was very exciting to us, and we continued our search. Michael and I both joined the Theosophical Society, and we would go up to the mansion in Altadena and have lunch with Grace Kanoki, who was the president of the American section, of course, and talk about Maitreya coming to our world and how exciting it would be. We also joined the Rosicrucians and learned more about Maitreya there through them. And then Michael and I entered into the Tao, which was a temple in Malaysia. We flew to Taiwan first, and then boarded on the plane with Master Wong, who was the world leader of the Tao. And he and we traveled to Malaysia, to the temple there, for a meeting with Master Wong and a beautiful fruit ceremony, and again talked about Maitreya. And so this has been our destiny, we feel, that we have really been on his trail, so to speak. Of course, Benjamin Cream, I know a lot of you may have heard of, did pass away just recently on October the 24th, 2016, and he was predicting, just like Elizabeth Clare Prophet, that Maitreya would be leaving the Himalayas and his sanctuary there, and he actually says that he took a plane to London in England and settled in the Indian section of London in England. Now, at this time, we were in the Tao, and I would be talking to my dear friend, Kun Lan Chok, who was taking the master training with Master Wong. And I told her that I was getting that Maitreya had come as a Scotch person in Scotland and was working there. Now, Cream was born in Scotland, so that's kind of interesting. But I told her, I said that he was not an Asian and not in an Asian body at that time. And she was not a bit distressed. She said that he took many different bodies of different racial stock, and that was not a concern to her at all. So we have been searching for Maitreya for a long time, and now we feel we have truly found him, and he is now relocated to the Los Angeles area here in America. He has left his home in London, England. He is relocating here with 10 Melchizedeks and taking a job in a political type of arena with the 10 Melchizedeks actually taking, and the archangels taking physical bodies as he has. And we are also told, which is very interesting right now, is that he is taking a body of a Hispanic in Los Angeles. But for the next 20 years, though he will be in predominantly a Hispanic body, he will also take other bodies during this 20 years for whatever purpose that he might see fit. So his entourage is ready to go. The wisdom seekers, the archangels, the Melchizedeks, and the wisdom teachers, some people call them, are ready to go. They're also taking jobs, physical jobs here in the Los Angeles area to assist him in his new endeavor of coming as a world teacher to bring equality and more love and sharing. So this is our dedicated effort. This has been for decades, and now we feel that we are finally realizing it.
And I just wanted to add here that our path has been my path with Dianne has been 20 years plus, and her path has been before that many decades. So Elizabeth Clare Prophet and Mark Prophet with the Summit Lighthouse and Church Universal and Triumphant, very instrumental. Theosophical Society, very instrumental. The Rosicrucians and the Tao that Dianne mentioned, for anyone that is interested in researching this wonderful spiritual institution or religion, it's called Yiguan Tao, Yiguandao, Yiguan Tao. It's a Chinese folk religion, heavily centered around the coming Buddha, Maitreya. And then we've, as Dianne mentioned, we've been exploring some of Benjamin Cream's work within about the last 2 or 3 years. Well, our path has now brought us to the Urantia book. And we learn in the Urantia book that there are paradise suns that function in different ways on planets to do certain things, right? We are told that Maitreya is a magisterial sun on a magisterial mission, according to the process laid out in the Urantia book. And this is what a magisterial sun does in the Urantia, according to the Urantia book. The magisterial sun comes to adjudicate, a magistrate comes to adjudicate the spiritual process of progress of mankind, and to get people back on track spiritually, sort of a fresh start, and to inaugurate a new age of mercy, of progress, of getting back to God, so to speak, if necessary, and also to terminate a dispensation to liberate the sleeping survivors who may be going on to other places. The magisterial sun comes to work with a group of Melchizedeks and archangels. And the magisterial sun is also called in the Urantia book an avenal sun, A-V-O-N-A-L, an avenal sun in the Urantia book. And this, we feel, and we're told, that this magisterial sun is the one they call Maitreya, the one in many New Age, mentioned in many New Age philosophies and movements, in Buddhist traditions, Shakyamuni Buddha or Gautama Buddha being the previous Buddha, and Maitreya being the Buddha to come. He is also known as the Messiah to Christians, Krishna to Hindus, Imam Mahdi to the Muslims, and Messiah to the Jews. So this magisterial sun, this Maitreya, has now, as Dianne mentioned, taken a body in the Los Angeles area, predominantly Hispanic, to work out this 50-year magisterial mission, cooperating fully and intimately with the local Universe Father and local Universe Mother, and sanctioned or supported by the Infinite Mother Spirit.
Yes, and I want to mention, too, that we have been promised, which is something really exciting, that he will come. He will come to us, and we will see him, and we will be able to talk to him. So, so many people feel that these entities are not personalities, but I am told they really are, and I have really seen and talked to the local universe Father Spirit and the local Mother and also the Infinite Mother, and this is really a revelation for us. They tell us that we will actually be able to see him and talk to him, and so this is something that is going to be really exciting and what we're going to look forward to. And also, I might mention, too, we don't want to forget that we are told that the end of a civilization will be in 2024, and the beginning of a new civilization will begin in 2025. So this is another thing that is coming very rapidly. Lots of changes are coming toward us. The first 8 years, from now and 8 years, we may not notice so many changes, but after that, things should start happening quite rapidly.
Wow. Doesn't leave us much time, does it?
No, it doesn't. We've got to really be good and jump on that wagon to thank the Father every morning, noon, and night, and for our life, and thank the Mother for the wonderful blessings that we have morning, noon, and night. And also at night, we say the prayer for world peace with our son, Alexander, and he is 11 years old. And every night we go into his room and put him to bed, and we pray to the Father and Mother and the Infinite Mother and pray for world peace. And I might mention, too, the Father himself asked us to put out the prayer for world peace once a month, but it was the Infinite Mother that asked us to please not forget to pray for world peace for other planets and other universes. So we do try and add that to our prayer every evening.
Mm-hmm. So
wow, that's a lot. And basically, just to break down what you had said, what is expected is that people pray 3 times a day
yes.
to the Universal Father for life and to the Universal Mother for blessings and gifts, and
yes.
also to pray every day for world peace at night.
That's exactly right. And hopefully they will try and give the Father some love. The Father will give back love, but we need to start loving the Father and Mother too.
Now, I just wanted to give just a little bit of structural background with the Paradise Sons, Hercules, just
okay.
for those
Thanks.
Just for those listeners who may not be familiar with this nomenclature, the Urantia book nomenclature. Now, there is in the Urantia book they mention the Trinity, the Trinity that is the traditional type Trinity that you read about in the Bible and in other religious philosophies. But it's a little the wording is a little different, and the concepts are a little different for these deities. The first person of Trinity, who is a person, according to the Urantia book, is the Universal Father, and the second is the Eternal Son, and the third, instead of Holy Spirit, in the Urantia book, it's called the Infinite Spirit. These are the three main, three main eternal and infinite deities. Okay, they oversee paradise. They oversee this place called Havona. They oversee these 7 super universes. Okay, now these seven super universes, Paradise and Havona, are all part of a hierarchical structure. Of creation and administration, and then a little bit lower down, below these 7 super universes, we have what are called local universes. All right. Now, the local universes have deities, have gods that create, administer, and uphold. we are in a particular local universe called Nebadon, and our local universe has a creator sun and a creative mother spirit that kind of create this local universe, administer and uphold it. The father and the mother that we're talking about, that we're meeting with, are what are called the local universe father, or creator son, or Michael creator son, father, and the local universe mother spirit. Those are the two we are working with. But this infinite mother spirit that we're talking about is one of the three of the Trinity, of the higher Trinity that I talked about. We believe it's the female aspect of the infinite spirit. And she is the one who is supporting this 10-year plan, this magisterial mission, working with the local universe father and local universe mother. Now, the local universe father and the local universe mother, well, the local universe father is called a paradise son, kind of born in paradise, but comes down to help or create or whatever in the local universe. And he has a consort, the local universe mother spirit. But there are other paradise sons that are born in paradise that come to help in local universes and on individual planets. One of these types of paradise sons is called a magisterial son. Okay? This is the magisterial son, or Maitreya, that we're talking about, that has come to our planet. As a matter of fact, Elizabeth Clare Prophet said that he came to our planet about 90,000 years ago with some of his colleagues from Venus. So this is the magisterial son who is from paradise, who is helping on our planet, working with the local universe father and local universe mother. So the father and mother we're talking about praying to, appreciating, loving more, having a deeper relationship with, are these paradise sons, local universe father, local universe mother, and working with the magisterial son.
Yes, and I just wanted to make one more point, that
Sure.
the father and mother are pretty well introducing a more spiritual type of 10-year plan with love and with appreciating them and them giving us love. But the magisterial son, Maitreya, he is really coming in a physical body, and he is going to do the nuts and bolts things that need to be done in the world to bring about equal sharing, to bring about more happiness and joy, and for everyone, whether they're religious or not. And I wanted to bring that point up, that he's not coming particularly as a spiritual leader, particularly because he is also coming for even those who have no religion. He wants everyone to enjoy the bounty and enjoy the fruits of the Spirit.
And I just wanted to mention that as we read in paper 20 of the Urantia book, there are 196 papers in the Urantia book, published in 1955 by the Urantia Foundation. Of the 196 papers, in paper 20 it talks about the Paradise Sons and about the magisterial missions. It's probably a good paper to read if you want to get more familiar with it. But one of the opening paragraphs, one of the opening concepts is that the Paradise Sons are sent from paradise, born in paradise, and they're what are called descending sons. They come down.
Okay.
They're descending sons. Now, human beings and other types of beings, working in the planets and local system levels, local universe levels, they are ascending beings. They're beings going up. The system is set up such that the descending sons, the paradise sons, so on and so forth, of course the angels, they are all helping the ascenders. So the local universe father and mother at this time are really more involved and more focused on the earth at this time to help the ascenders of this earth, as is the magisterial sun. They're here, they're ready to work, to give us a boost and do whatever they need to maybe give us a new direction, a fresh start, give us a boost.
And that is incredibly awesome. Thank you very much, Michael and Dianne, for sharing this with us, and I'm sure we'll continue this conversation in the very near future.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Hercules.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Joyous journeys. This is Hercules Invictus signing off.
Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Unity Radio Network. Join us 7 nights a week for exciting programming covering a variety of expressions of faith. And remember, all manifestations of the divine are equally valid.